Absolutely. Well, let's jump into the game. I'm going with random Covenant 25, and the expert challenge is True Champion. High crit SRC, my accent is Swiss. Yep, I'm pretty happy with it so far. Crit source, okay. So, we have good old Hellhorned Awoken. Our starting cards are Molting Imp, Sharpen and Imp in a box. And obviously our champion is gonna be replaced by Dante because of that challenge. And we are fighting the Clan Seraph. Now I'm pretty happy to see Hellhorned with Dante. The Clan Seraph is a bit annoying though. Firewall versus Precious Plating. These are very similar artifacts. I think overall Firewall prevents a bit more damage than Precious Plating does, but that might also just be the scoring player in me who thinks of Firewall helping for score. But yeah, especially with Dante's candles, the Firewall will gonna be pretty nice. Okay, we already have a Sharpen for Dante, but we need a blocker, so we can't set up on the bottom floor. Let's set up on the top floor, so we have the maximum amount of time to draw a frontliner to protect Dante, and we also managed to get this collector. Alright, Dante now has Intrinsic when added by this challenge, which makes him always start in the opening hand, so he really feels like the champion for this challenge. This is pretty good. Now we don't really need a front line for Dante anymore because we have all that armor. Let's also remove you. Let's kill this guy. The Firewall will take care of the damage we are gonna take to the candle. Umbra Melting synergy has changed quite a bit. You can still use morsels to increase your harvest triggers if you use them as jump blocker. So play it in front so they die to enemy attacks instead of being eaten. That still works pretty well, considering that Umbra has good ways to generate a bunch of units. So the harvest synergy is still there, it's just a bit weaker because you actually need damage to kill those morsels and you don't get the benefit if you use them that way. But the harvest triggers are a lot stronger, so maybe overall the clan combination should benefit from the changes. Other than that, I don't think there are amazing synergies between those classes anymore. But they are pretty individually strong, so... I already have 2 Molting Imps, I don't really need a Vent. I wouldn't mind a Hornbreak, but I think I want Welder Helper here to support our Dante. Ooh. Razor Sharp Edge is a lot of damage. Yeah, I have to take it. So I think I do want a nice frontliner for Dante, but maybe not the 3 capacity one, because I would like to be using imps on that floor as well. That said, I don't dislike Awoken Hollow. I don't think we need Alpha Fiend. Our damage is gonna come mostly from Dante anyways. We need something a bit more tanky than that, and I think Demon Fiend is a bit too awkward to play right now. We can get an Awoken or a Hellhorned banner. I really want to go to the Merchant of Steel to get some upgrades for Dante. Maybe I delay the choice of a unit. We get a Hellhorned banner here, so... Razor Sharp is also a very good way to scale Dante up that can't be countered by Clan Seraph. So I'm pretty happy to have it. The Ranged Brute is never bad. We might not go full into Rage Synergy, but still a decent card. We can use him as a frontliner. Not that we really need anyone to be a frontliner for a large Dante anymore. Quick large stone? Yeah, I'm going with just attack large stone for now. I think that should be enough, especially with all the imps and other possibilities. No Eaten Morsels don't count towards X unit died because they don't die. I think we set up on the second floor here, so we can clear out these clergymen. Let's torch one of these guys up there. And play the Deranged Brute as well. Means I'm not gonna be playing very many imps on this floor, but that should be alright, because the health of the Deranged Brute should last until the end of the fight here. These imps are not really that impactful. We only have 6 armor left. I should just purge these. All in all, I think the Dante challenge is relatively easy. With the Ranged Brute and Dante, I think Ritual of Battle should be pretty good. Even though it does get hit by Seraph, I think it's still great. I could see Restoration Detonation being useful. I don't think we need a Razor Sharp Edge immediately. Yeah, more Blights would definitely be great. Let's go to the left. I don't really need a unit. I could dupe my Dante though. Winged Steel versus Mallet. Yeah, it's Winged Steel. We do have AoE and Torches to deal with weak backliners. Winged Steel is just extra draw, which is generally pretty good. Rare Umbra, Melting Remnant or Stygian Guard draft pick. What are we looking for? We don't really need the rare Umbra boosts that would usually be pretty strong, like Furnace Tap or Umbra Stone, because we have so much multi-strike already. I wouldn't mind some of the Stygian Guard rares, honestly. Let's go for that. Gifts for a Garlic. That's actually one of them. One of the ones that I was talking about. Let's take a Gift for a Guard. That's a lot of extra draw and healing and spell damage. And we don't really rely on the spells being in the deck played multiple times, so it's not a big deal if they get consumed. Second floor is size reduced, so let's just set up on the bottom here. I think it's better to reduce the damage we take, because we already have enough damage with Dante. Spikes on this guy don't really matter. Not in this fight, at least. The thing I'm currently most concerned about is health. Okay. That's great. Two torches are slightly off to kill the Forge Disciple. I'm just gonna use the... I should have used them on the explosives actually. Could have killed it with both of them. Not like that's really a thing that matters here. I could probably have aimed for a flying kill. I like Unleash the Wildwood here. Especially if we manage to get another health upgrade on the Brute. Don't think I need another unit right now. And I think I want capacity so I can start using my imps together with the Brute and Dante. Removals and spell upgrades, that seems nice. Pretty sure we're going for the artifacts on that floor, and this floor could be either one. Cards I wanna remove the most are the Train Stewards right now. The other spells are still pretty good if we pull them with Gifts for a Guard at least. Double stack the Ritual of Battle and cost reduce it as well. It's a lot of rage. Magic power and consume, I think I will put that on a restore so I have a little bit extra burst healing. Oh, I absolutely love the new update. The balance changes are pretty good. The new mutators and the expert challenges are amazing. Really happy with them. Some of the balance changes seemed a bit unnecessary, but I don't think they did anything strictly wrong. Unless maybe buffing the range brute, that really didn't seem necessary at all. Capacity reduction is on the second floor. I think we can just set up on the bottom. That's only enough to kill these guys, but if I wanna reduce the incoming damage, probably better to set up on the top. Let's play a Gift for a Guard. These spells don't really help that much, but they are upgraded, we can let them stay in the deck, even though we don't need them right away. This is a slightly expensive way of killing the clipped reflector, but if it works, I'm happy with it. Once again, spikes don't really matter on the front line, or these guys have armor. Damn. Dante goes crazy. Just play the candles. These are literally the same now, except for the cost. Let's keep the 0 cost in the deck, actually. Still have the firewall, so we don't have to play the candle. And here we win. I want to play the gifts though. See what we get. Okay. Can even keep our brute alive. Yeah, starting with Dante and building around him is pretty crazy. Rage Serum. It's another buff for Dante, not a very strong one, especially as it gets purged by the boss. Maybe it's Impish Scholar we want, although it will be pretty random what we get. Stuck a Covenant 8 against the spell Consume Seraph. What do you mean it's written nowhere? It tells you at the beginning he will devour your spells. And once you fight him, it will tell you that the first spells played each turn has Consume. Impish Scholar versus Rage Serum. Usually against the Consume Seraph there are a few ways you can counter them. One thing you need to know against him is that he spawns these purifiers on the bottom floor, which will add annoying scorches into your deck. So you want to have a way to deal with 10 health units on the bottom floor if that's possible. Something like a Went with Magic Power and Holdover would do the job. Setting up on the bottom floor with the Sweeper, having spikes on the bottom floor. There's a variety of ways to deal with those. These are one thing you need to consider. The other is the actual Consume effect. Do I want an Awake? Not really. Yep. If you mouse over the top right, that symbol with the 6 wings, you get to see what the Seraph you're gonna be fighting at the end of your run will do to you. So here, power to cleanse all units of effect which don't benefit Seraph. That is, more precisely, he will cleanse half of our buff and their debuff stacks. Ooh, Concussive Coals. That's helpful to set up on the bottom floor. Scorching Restraints isn't bad. Let's take it. Just in case we don't get a buff for Dante immediately in our first hand. This guy. I need to be careful here. So, the other thing you need to consider against Spell Consume Seraph is that you need to have a few spells that you aren't sad to see go. You can't have every spell in your deck be important to play multiple times. Some consume spells can be helpful, because if your first spell played is a consume spell, then you will already have the first spell consumed for your turn. Oh, setting up on the bottom floor here seems crazy, I know. That might not have been a great idea. I should definitely not give spikes to the frontliner here. That might cause problems. Yeah, against spell consume Seraph, that's usually not the greatest idea. Because he will also shuffle some blights into your deck at the start of the fight. And these blights and a small deck plus consume means you will draw nothing but bad cards. I really want to play the Weather Helper. Most of these units are dazed. A few things that can be very helpful to against the Clan Seraph is not purging all of your base cards, because these can actually be of some use against him. In the same reasoning, you don't wanna... you might wanna pick up things that add more cards to your deck, especially things like Preserve Thorns or Thorn Fruit in Awoken comes to mind, because these help you by providing spells you can use. Spells you can use to deal with the consume effect. This is not gonna be enough, huh? I would love to play this Weather Helper, but I don't have capacity right now. I guess we have to kill this guy on another floor then. Which is scary. Not gonna lie. Don't need these cards. Let the dazed one die first. Maybe I just threw by setting up on the bottom floor here, but we should be okay. Okay, now we set up on the top floor every time, and things like that won't happen again. The important work was also pretty interesting. Cycle of Life. Okay. Can be nice. Yeah, that bottom floor setup was very questionable. I agree. I admit to that. I was just thinking, if we use the concussive coals, we might be able to keep our deranged brute very healthy. But that didn't work out so well. Here's the quick I wonder, but I already have an attack boost on Dante, so it's a shame. As I said, we're now gonna set up on the top floor usually. Let's remove this guy. Let's keep these in the deck, I would say. Let's drop a train steward. I think I might pick Ember next. Not really much to do here. These healing spells have become kind of useless with the Light's Gift. Should probably just play them out now. We're still in favor of draw. Yeah, cost reductions would definitely help. We can have removals and cost reductions on the next ring. So that's gonna help for sure. Yeah, the sharpens are definitely not necessary, that's true. Last Stand, Spike of the Hellhorned, Transcend Imp. Kinda wanna include these. Let's get a Transcend Imp. But I still think I want the Ember. But we'll get some removals and some spell upgrades anyways. Holdover. Holdover the March of Shields or the Razor Sharp Edge. Let's take the March of Shields. Cost reduce it as well. Let's upgrade a torch with this. And I'm gonna reroll just for single small upgrade. Maybe not. I definitely don't need those. But I'm still gonna take the Bone Shine. Just because I feel like it. We should have turns where we can easily play a Bone Shine for decent amount of pyre health. Purifiers. These pose a little bit of a problem. I guess I have to set up on the bottom floor this time. Just so I don't get swamped in Scorchers. With the holdover March of Shield plus Concussive Coals, that shouldn't be a problem. Oops. Should have played the March of Shields before the Imp. Then everything would have been fine that turn. It's just Bone Shine. Nice. And free March of Shield. The other card. Ritual of Battle. Whoops! Drew into another candle. Good thing we have the Pyre Wall. Yeah, Light's Gift and Concussive Coals make for a very good makeshift quick effect. Tiresome Climb is actually pretty good. As is Restoring Retreat. But I might not need both. Because I'm very unlikely to set up on the second floor. Let's go here. Let's remove a few cards. For example, these torches. Don't really need unit upgrades. Forever Flame, Root Split Mask, Bloating Fungus. We don't need Root Split Mask, we'll be killing everyone on the top floor in one go. Bloating Fungus doesn't matter. Forever Flame is actually kind of nice with the imps and stuff. Let's take it. Let's also take Zap Tap. Bit of extra draw. I think I want another Dante. Why not? These are both intrinsic now. They indeed are. Right, these deal a bit too much damage. Why did I dupe the Dante again? Let's get this out of the deck. Whoops! I drew past something because I forgot about the steel, winged steel. Let's clear the floor. Once again, what did I draw past this time? Razor Sharp Edge? No, I played that one. Was still lacking some damage. That should be enough for now. Is that ever helpful? Sure. It's a nice chunk of damage against the Seraph. Do we need more scaling though? I don't really think so either. Yeah, that has to happen. Let's play out this guy. The Pyre Jumper as well. Another one of these. And I'll keep the Welder Helper around. What gyms have we played already? 2 Moltings, a Pyre Jumper. The 2 Moltings at the very least are very helpful here. Yeah, I think I prefer the gifts for a Garth here. We'll be taking some damage here. 1 damage against our Pyre health, in fact. I have to play the sharpen here to get more damage. No! Zap zap. Screwing me over right there. Oh god. I do need to kill that backliner. This might not be enough. It's not even close. It's gonna be a big chunk of extra damage. I wish Cycle of Life were in the discard pile so I could gifts for a garb for it. Yeah, the rage is gone. I'm aware of that. I misplayed this fight hard. I was a bit too confident and I didn't have enough scaling. I thought I had enough, but I didn't. I should have played more careful here. A single razor sharp edge that I managed to draw twice and not with not enough ember left to play it wasn't enough.